Hey guys, if you live in Las Vegas, New Mexico, you've got 49 days of water left. Not to be confused with Nevada. The people in New Mexico, Las Vegas, have a river that runs through there called the Galenas River. That's where they get their water from. That's the sole place. It has been contaminated from a wildfire and the water treatment plant cannot take it. They're not sure what they're going to do. They have gone to stage 6 water restrictions. I'll get into that in just a second. But this is the reason why you have a water filter, a life straw. I mean, that's cheap. Anybody can do that. I'll pin one in the comments. Just know, have a backup to your backup. It's water. You got to have it to live. New Mexico's Michelle Grisham declared a state of emergency in Las Vegas, New Mexico. The town's drinking water storage and had only 50 days left of stored water. The municipal water treatment facility could not treat the contaminated water. The town is running out of options, and it has implemented stage 6 water restrictions. The new measures include no watering outside, no refilling swimming pools. Restaurants are prohibited to serve water unless they're asked to. Fire departments use foam instead of water to fight fires, and large commercial customers delay consuming large quantities of water. This isn't anything new for the West, and they're really suffering. This drought's really working on them bad. Wait till you hear how California plans to profit from these people's misfortune. Not these guys, the people in California. Now this is nutty, even for California, this is crazy. California plans to bill landowners on their own water. They take from their own wells on their own land that they pull out of the ground with their own electricity. They're going to bill you for it. It is reported that the bill will cost landowners hundreds of dollars in fees and a whopping 25% penalty for anyone who does not pony up on time. According to the letter, landowners whose property is within an unmanaged area and contains operating groundwater extraction well must report the volume of groundwater extracted from the well on your own. This is on you. Nobody's going to come do it for you. The groundwater extraction volume must be reported as a monthly total. In addition to pumping volumes, reports must include the location of the well and the place and the purpose of the groundwater. Groundwater extraction reports are due to the state board until February 1st, 2023. You will own nothing and rent everything. Each well owner would be required to pay base filing fee of $300 per well, which all extractors are required to report. Adding on to that addition fee of $10 per acre foot with a meter. If you've got a meter, it's $10 per acre foot. If you don't have a meter, it's $25 per acre foot. If you're one of the 15 million people that have their own personal water well, there's a few things you can do to conserve water. If your water that you're getting from your well is starting to look dirty, smell funny, spit and sputter, if your pump's running for longer periods of time, trying to catch up it seems, those are all indicators of a well drying up. Probably the first thing I would do is contact your neighbors. Your neighbors are probably in the same water aquifer. If they're not, they're close. And if they're experiencing the same trouble, I wouldn't do anything but try to conserve water. Go into conservation mode hardcore. If they're not, you can start at the pump. You can lower your pump underneath the water where it's at just a little bit. That could be the case. Could be, you could get down a little bit and get some. If that's not it, that's, I would say, not usually the case. Usually they're where they're supposed to be, but that's where I would start. Your appliances. So let's say your water is being pulled on too hard and you haven't had rain and you're in a serious drought, that most people in the West are. Your appliances use a ton of water. Dishwashers and clothes washing machines. I understand you got to have that clothes washing machine. You'd be funky if you didn't. But use the right amount of clothes. Put the right amount in there. Don't overfill it, don't underfill it. And maybe try to wear your clothes a little bit longer. Sometimes if I'm wearing clothes around the house, I won't wash them. And if I'm outside, I have to, if you know what I mean. Dishwashers. This is a big one for me. They're a complete waste in my opinion. My grandmother thought it was hilarious people had dishwashers. You know, you can wash dishes by hand, save a bunch of water and electricity. Our dishwasher was not getting the dishes clean anyway, so we had to rinse them first, put them in the washing machine, dishwasher, and then put them up. It doesn't make any sense. If you're going to wash it anyway, hit it with a sponge and some soap, rinse it, dry it off, put it up. It's done. You don't have to double work. And one other thing that'll do is it'll create a huge space to put things. For my wife's anniversary, for our anniversary, I'm going to build her an appliance toolbox. It's going to hold all those big, bulky, heavy appliances. It's going to pull out just like a dishwasher, and it'll be 13 or 14 inches, 2 drawers 13 or 14 inches deep, and 1 drawer 6 inches deep at the top, built out of angle iron that's heavy duty, bolted and anchored to the floor. That's going to help us a lot more than a dishwasher that uses a lot of water and electricity. Everybody's different. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. There's another thing I'm doing. I got a dehumidifier for my shop. It runs nonstop and it pumps 6 gallons of water a day, 5 to 6. I thought it did 8 when I first got it, but maybe it dried it up in there and it's getting less now. But it is clean water that can be run through some type of water filter. And then it's drinkable then. You don't want to drink it straight out of the dehumidifier, I get that. But there's no chemicals in it. It looks good. I've been putting it in the flower beds. I'm waiting for my water filter to come in. And I'm going to start running through that and we'll have drinking water. Not that I need it because my well's doing fine, but I'm going to kind of get some ideas for you guys because this water thing I think is just getting started. So guys, have an awesome day. I'll see you in the next one. Later.